20 years later, Miranda Priestly is still terrifying. Andy Sachs is back at Runway. Emily Charlton wants revenge, and someone is about to drop dead. In the middle of a birthday party, this is the Devil Wears Prada 2, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how it ends. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, Stanley Tucci, all four leads, all back. 20 years after the original, The Devil Wears Prada 2, in theaters since May 1st, 2026. Let's break down the entire plot, including exactly what happens in that final act. Directed again by David Frankel. Written again by Eileen Brosh McKenna. The premise: Miranda Priestly, nearing retirement, fighting to keep Runway alive as print media collapses around her. Her unlikely opponent, Emily Charlton, her own former assistant, now a powerful executive, holding the advertising money Runway needs. Cerulean. A direct nod to Miranda's iconic monologue from the first film. Meryl Streep returns as Miranda Priestly, Anne Hathaway as Andy Sachs, Emily Blunt as Emily Charlton, Stanley Tucci as Nigel Kipling. New additions: Kenneth Branagh as Miranda's husband, Stuart, Justin Theroux as Emily's billionaire boyfriend, Benji, Simone Ashley as Miranda's new first assistant, Lucy Lee as Sasha Barnes, Benji's ex-wife, BJ Novak as the publisher's tech bro, son, Tracy Toms and Thibaut Feldman both return from the original film. Andy Sachs is now a respected journalist, 20 years into her career. At a journalism awards gala, she wins a major award and delivers a viral speech about why journalism still matters. Then, mid-celebration, her phone buzzes. She's been fired. By text. Her paper, the New York Vanguard, just shut down. Print is dead. At the exact same moment, Runway magazine is in full crisis mode. They ran a feature supporting a fast fashion brand that turned out to be built on sweatshop labor. Advertisers are fleeing. The magazine is being publicly cancelled. Elias Clark's publisher, Irv Ravitz, along with his son, quietly hires Andy to run Runway's features department without telling Miranda first. Miranda is furious. She's flanked by new assistants. Simone Ashley as her sharp first assistant, Caleb Aaron as her second. And here's the good news for fans worried. This sequel would soften her. It doesn't. Miranda is still every bit as cutting, still just as impossible to please, still fully, unapologetically herself. Desperate to save Runway's advertising, Andy heads to the Dior flagship store, where Emily Charlton now works. In retail advertising, the two former co-assistants reconnect. They strike a deal, a feature on the Dior store, in exchange for keeping their ad dollars. It's civil, almost friendly. For now, both women have new relationships this time around. Miranda is married to Stuart, played by Kenneth Branagh. Andy is dating Peter, an Australian contractor who builds luxury apartments for the ultra-wealthy. One character from the original is notably absent. Nate, Andy's toxic ex-boyfriend, does not return for this sequel at all. Andy is under pressure to generate digital clicks, a concept Miranda now demands and Andy never had to deal with before. Meanwhile, Andy's publishing friend plants an idea in her head. Write a tell-all book about Miranda. Andy insists she'd only ever write something honest and fair, but she starts drafting the proposal anyway. At a Hamptons weekend gathering, Miranda privately reveals something big. Publisher Irv Ravitz is about to promote her to run all of Elias Clark's Kent. Then, right before the announcement, at Irv's own birthday party, he drops dead of a heart attack. Miranda's promotion evaporates instantly. With Irv gone, his son, the tech-obsessed BJ Novak character, takes full control of the company. He brings in consultants, slashes budgets, fires anyone who's been there too long, and shuts down Andy's entire features department completely. Andy now has a massive Manhattan mortgage and no department left to run. Because of the budget cuts, the entire Runway team is forced to fly economy to Milan for a major fashion event. Watching Miranda Priestly sit in coach class is exactly the kind of comedy this franchise has always done best. Meanwhile, Andy's relationship with Peter falls apart over a fight about journalism versus luxury real estate. He leaves. She doesn't back down. Desperate for a plan, Andy shows up unannounced. At Miranda's house, she demands to know if Miranda even has a strategy to save the magazine. Miranda coldly tells her to leave. Furious, Andy officially submits her tell-all book proposal to her publisher friend. The betrayal is now in motion. In Milan, Miranda, Andy, and Nigel attend the shows together, a genuinely nostalgic callback to the original film's energy. But behind the scenes, Emily is quietly plotting something bigger. Andy and Nigel spot Emily and Benji buying expensive jewelry together. Something is clearly being planned. Emily meets with Andy and pitches an idea. Get Benji, her billionaire boyfriend, to buy Runway outright, saving it from the tech bro takeover. Andy agrees to help. Together, they confront Miranda, proudly announcing they've found a way to save her job. It looks for a moment like a genuine girl power win. Miranda just stares at them. Then she reveals the truth. Emily never orchestrated this deal to save Miranda's job at all. She engineered it so Benji would buy Runway, remove Miranda entirely, and install Emily as the new editor-in-chief. Revenge 20 years in the making. Miranda's response is ice cold. She tells Emily she isn't a visionary. She's a vendor. Andy is horrified. She realizes she's been used as a pawn in Emily's hostile takeover this entire time. Back in her hotel room, she scrambles trying to find any way to fix what she helped cause. Her publisher calls with news of her own. The tell-all book proposal just sold. $350,000. With a mortgage to pay, Andy tells her to take the deal. That night, at the main Runway event, Lady Gaga takes the stage. She and Miranda share a genuinely ice-cold backstage exchange beforehand, each one clearly unimpressed with the other. Miranda is set to give a speech, to try to save face publicly. Instead, she hands the moment to someone else. Nigel. After decades of being overlooked, Nigel finally gets his own spotlight. None of it stops the corporate buyout, though. Andy and Miranda head to a villa to meet Benji and Emily and finalize the sale. Just as the papers are about to be signed, Benji's phone rings. The deal collapses instantly. Someone else just bought the entire Elias Clark Publishing Company outright. Benji can no longer make the purchase. So who actually bought the company? Sasha Barnes? Lucy Liu's character? Benji's own ex-wife? Because Sasha stays hands-off. With her new acquisition, Miranda gets to keep running Runway. After all, completely by accident, Emily's entire plan collapses in an instant. On the drive back, Miranda brings up the tell-all book. She already knows about it. Andy tries to backpedal, insisting she wouldn't write it to be cruel. Miranda stops her. She tells Andy to write every detail, completely, honestly, because the real cost of success deserves to be known. The film jumps forward in time. Andy meets Emily for lunch. Emily has lost her job at Dior. Over the failed takeover attempt, she's now working at Coach instead. She admits she'd wanted to be friends ever since the first film, but Andy never called. This time, they finally do. Become genuine friends. Andy returns to Runway. She tells Nigel she's amazed fate brought them back together. Nigel smiles and admits it wasn't fate at all. He saw her viral journalism speech, sent it directly to the publisher's son, and quietly engineered her hiring from the very beginning. He'd been pulling the strings this whole time. In the film's closing scene, Andy walks into Miranda's office to deliver a hardcover copy of her finished story. She's not in her old reporter clothes. She's wearing a chic, deconstructed blue sweater vest, a direct, modern homage to the cerulean sweater from the very first film. This sequel is absolutely packed with celebrity cameos. Lady Gaga gets the biggest one with a full musical performance and multiple original songs. Contributed to the soundtrack: Donatella Versace, Heidi Klum, Naomi Campbell, golfer Rory McIlroy, NBA star Karl Anthony Towns, Jenna Bush Hager, author Tomi Adeyemi. Nearly all of them appear at Miranda's Hamptons party or Irv's fateful birthday celebration. Behind the scenes, director David Frankel has explained how the Gaga cameo happened. Streep and Lady Gaga met at the SNL 50th anniversary special, and the collaboration came together from there. In the film, Miranda even references a previous disastrous shoot with her almost killed me. Streep herself has said Gaga's performance turned out almost too good in their shared scene. A few reviewers have pointed out the sequel's visual style is a genuine departure from the original. Cooler or washed out color grading compared to the vivid, saturated 2006 version. The costumes still deliver, though original designer Patricia Field didn't return, but her protege took over, keeping Nigel's suiting, Emily's Dior looks, and Miranda's modern wardrobe fully intact. So how's it actually landing with critics? Reception has skewed genuinely positive, several reviewers calling it a surprisingly solid legacy sequel, roughly on par with the original. Streep, Hathaway, Blunt, and Tucci are universally praised for slipping right back into these characters after 20 years, juggling corporate intrigue, romance subplots, and nostalgia cobblers all at once. At the box office, The Devil Wears Prada 2 has performed strongly, reported by trade outlets to have broken opening records for the franchise. For a legacy sequel released 20 years after the original, that's a genuinely rare outcome. Most comedy sequels this far removed struggle to connect with audiences at all. So, is The Devil Wears Prada 2 worth watching? If you love the original's blend of sharp comedy, fashion world satire, and Miranda Priestly's specific brand of terrifying charisma, this delivers everything you're hoping for. The plot juggles a lot at once: corporate takeovers, betrayal, boyfriends, book deals. But the core cast chemistry carries every single scene. The Devil Wears Prada 2. In theaters now. Directed by David Frankel. Written by Aline Brosh McKenna. Distributed by 20th Century Studios. 20 years after the original, Miranda, Andy, Emily, and Nigel prove they've still got it. If you're a fan of the first film, this one absolutely earns its place beside it. That's the complete breakdown of The Devil Wears Prada 2. Full plot, full ending, everything. Thanks for watching this one all the way through. Legacy sequel recaps like this are always a genuine joy to make. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. It genuinely helps the channel way more than you'd think. And if you want more recaps like this, subscribe so you never miss the next one. See you in the next video.